series on From Problems to Solutions. Thank the Lord. Yesterday we had the district event of Think. We were there. Brother Lito was there. Thanks for going, bro. I appreciate you going. We had a good time in the Lord. We had Pastor Frank Casada. We had Brother Jairo Almaraz. We had Sister Brianna Carlos, who also gave conferences, and myself. But we thank the Lord that we had a good number of attendees there. We're not, to me at least, it's not really about the attendees. It's what they took home, because you can have a room filled with hundreds or thousands of people, but if they're there with the wrong intention, then everything we teach them means nothing. But we had a good number of young people there, and you can see their desire and their passion to learn, their desire and passion to serve the Lord. So we thank the Lord that we were able to be there and speak and fellowship with some individuals that I hadn't seen it since youth camp. So it's always good to reconnect. It's nice to see friends from Vegas that I hadn't seen in a minute. So we thank the Lord for it. I had to work. I got out of work. I went there. I spoke, and then I had to go back to work that night. So after the conferences and after lunch, it was like 3:30 maybe. It's like 3:30, and I was contemplating, should I go home? It was an hour and a half to get home. It's like, I'm gonna get home at 5, sleep for 2 hours and come back. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. So after the conferences and lunch, I went back to my job and I slept in the car for like maybe 5 hours, but it was so uncomfortable. I was shivering, it was cold. And it's funny, my wife told me, take a blanket and a pillow. All right, I'll be okay. And I didn't do it. Well, I thought I was gonna come home. But I don't know how people do it that don't have a home and sleep in their cars. It's rough. But I had to work last night, got off this morning, and as I was driving up, just tired just hit me. And I got home and I'm like, I laid down. I didn't see my wife or my daughter yesterday all day, so I laid down with them, and then I was like, I'm not gonna go to Spanish church. I'm not gonna go to a Spanish service today. I'm tired. She's like, okay. And I tried to convince Mitchie to stay with me, but she didn't want to. And Betty calls me like at 20, 30? Babe, are you awake? My alarm went off at 12:15 and I turned it off. I fell back asleep. I didn't even know. I was so deep in sleep. And 12:30 hit. I'm like, yeah, I just turned my alarm off. I'm about to get up. I'll be there. Like, they want to know if we're going to have English. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. And then I went back to sleep. And then Sister Ellie texted me. She texted me at like 12:35, a little bit after that. And her 12:28, and the sound of my notification, it woke me up, and I checked the time, 12:28. I'm like, oh man, I fell back asleep. I'm like, I gotta get up. If I stay in bed, I'm not gonna make it to English service. So man, I was really tired. I'm still really tired. My voice feels tired more than anything. It's just a physical thing. My mind is here. My mind is like good, but it's just physically I'm drained. So I asked you guys to pray for me. It's been a long work